welcome everyone. And I'm not sure who was here last week. And if you do want to make your face visible, we're going to be smiling and laughing. But I wish everyone would start a Zoom session out with a little Hamas Day. So we'll start that off, and then I'll keep you muted while I explain what we're doing, and then we want to unmute ourselves for the laughter. So Hamas Day means I honor the joy in you. It's like Namaste, but it's just, so we're just gonna look, those of us who are on camera, just look at each other and welcome with a eye contact. Very good. So the number one rule in laughter is that we don't want to have any new pain. So it's totally modifiable to whatever your limits are. Breathing, movement. So, and we are trying to stay in our right brain. So I'm going to do my talky part first, and then we'll get over to just working on our right brain. So laughter yoga is laughing for no reason. And the only yogic part is the breathing, which is wonderful, but we don't have to be physically fit, although we can still get a workout and get endorphins. So the main thing is that we're using our diaphragm to get all the benefits that we get from breathing. And when we laugh, it just makes it happen that much easier. So especially when you have a busy work day, you don't always have the time to go take your calm tape and meditate. So, but we laugh for no reason. And in order to laugh without jokes or humor, we have to get a little silly. And we do that by being more childlike, using eye contact, childlike playfulness, and exercises and little improv things that were originally based on yoga, but have just become more improv. So just that we make ourselves laugh. We do not make fun of anyone. We are all the same. We're united through laughter. We just make fun of things in our daily life that are difficult or make us laugh. So it's about the 2 breaths, and we already went over those, but we'll practice those in the beginning of class. And the health benefits are proven in lots of medical literature, but we get a lot of good, happy hormones that relieve our stress. And we get benefits of, deep breathing and helping with our blood pressure and our circulation and all those things. We get endorphins, we get oxytocin, dopamine, all the things that make us feel good just by laughing. And it is contagious. So the cool thing about it is our brain doesn't know the difference. So if we're laughing, just being silly for no reason, we get the same effects as if we were watching a hysterical movie or comedy. But we don't have to worry about what we think is funny or when it's going to happen, because we make it happen just by breathing. And when we use our diaphragm, that's what happens. We calm down our sympathetic brain, which is the stressed out part, and we make room for our parasympathetic to just help us relax and revitalize. So that's what we do in the whole session. We do a little warm up, we do some exercises, then we wind down and do a little laughter meditation where you see how contagious it is. And then we do a very nice total body relaxation where we recharge, and then a tiny bit of mindful loving kindness meditation. So the great thing about it, it's a real form of yoga. It does give us the kind of meditative mind and the compassion that meditation and yoga do, but we don't have to be doing pretzel moves and be very physical. So the main thing is when I'm explaining an exercise, we'll try to keep you muted, but then when it's time to do it, we want to hear the laughter. So we're going to start with just the 2 breaths that we did, just in case we forgot. The first one is just our deep yoga pranayama, where we're going to breathe in through our nose and fill up our belly like it's a balloon, and fill up our belly and our chest and our ribs, and hold it and push it out through our mouth until we feel our belly pressing against our spine. And that's a complete breath. And again, do that at your own comfort level, okay? And we'll try that one more time, and we're going to giggle a little on the exhale. Again, giggle at your own comfort level. In all the way, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, and let it out. That's right. So the great thing about laughter is if we giggle on the exhale, we push all that air out, we automatically inhale, and we're breathing. We're doing a yogic breath just by enjoying ourselves and laughing. The other breath things that we do, again, we want to be more childlike. Kids do maracas and happy clapping, and they laugh like 100 times a day. Well, we don't do that much usually. So we want to be more like kids in this way. And so we have a little chant that also uses acupressure points on our hands. So we do ho, ho, ha, 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 and ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. We do that 2 times after an exercise. That keeps us breathing. We want to laugh for 15 minutes. That's the ideal practice. However, we couldn't just sit on the floor and laugh for 15 minutes. So we break it up with lots of other things. As long as we're using our diaphragm, I consider that laughing. So after we do 2 of those, after an exercise, we do a kindergarten cheer, because this is like kindergarten for grown-ups. So we do very good, yay. Very good, yay. All right, so that tricks our body into being more positive. It also gives us some circulation when we raise our arms. It elongates our neck and gives us more room to breathe. So all these things we're doing have been thought out, and they're just fun, but they do a lot of good things for us. So we've got all the breaths done. So we're gonna take a little imaginary trip today to Hawaii. And we are going to start out with a little music for warming up. And you can just follow along. I'm probably gonna do 2 repetitions of everything. And if you wanna put a little hip movement in, it's a little hula music. And let me get that started over here. Come on, music. And so just follow along, and then we'll be warmed up after this. Our sound good? Okay, so you can sit or stand. So we get our hula hands and give a little smile. A little bit up and breathe out. Up again. Okay, we're gonna work on our, here we go. Circle. And the other way. Other arm. Circle. And the other way. Okay, we're going to do both the elbows. Other way. And working go to back and forward. Okay, we're gonna work on a little hips, or you just go side to side. Now we're gonna widen our stride and reach over one leg. And other side. Work on our ribs a little bit. Try to circle our ribs one way. The other side. Okay, let's get our hula hips going. And now we're gonna work our knees, some knee circles. Circle your knees. And the other side. Good. Do a little. And just stretch our neck gently to one side. Over your shoulder. And other side. That. Twist gently. And other way. Take a breath in. And bend back and do a bounce. Straight legs. And let's shake that out with a little Tai Chi. Little Tai Chi swing, just shake it out, pull it out, wiggle it out. Woo! And it stopped the music. All right, so we are ready we are ready to go to Hawaii. So before we get on the plane, oh my, let's see. I'm going to explain and then you can unmute for the laughter part. Before we get on the plane, we made the mistake of looking at our cell phone and we got a credit card bill. And I think we might have done this one last time, but I'm not sure. Credit card laughter is when we look at it and all we can do is laugh. It's scroll and laugh. It's like, oh. So we're going to do that together when I say go, and we can show them. Let's see, we can show them to each other on our screen. So ready and go. And go. Oh, oh, ha, ha, ha. Oh, oh, ha, ha, ha. And very good.
Very good. Yay.
And very good. Very good.
Yay.
Good job. Okay, so we're going to get on the airplane, and we're on the airplane. And we have the pleasant, silly stewardess. So she's going to do our safety drill in laughter. And this is a 3-part one, so you have to pay attention. The first one is our seatbelt. Then it's emergency exits. Then it is the oxygen. Then it's the life vest. And finally, it's the flotation device under the seat. Oh, this is a good workout. We're going to do this one 3 times. And if you forget the order, hopefully I won't. And just follow along. So ready and go. We start with seatbelt. Oh, good. Okay, ready to go for the second one. Okay, last one. Ready, go. Good job. So ho, ho, ha, ha, ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. And very good.
Very good.
Yay. And very good.
Very good. Yay.
Good job. That was a good workout, 3 of those. Feel it a little bit in your abs. Okay, good. We'll take a little breath in. Take a little butterfly breath in. And let it out. Whew. Another one in. And let it out. Good. So we're still on the plane, though. We have one more laugh that I like to do on airplanes. It's called turbulence laughter. Because what do you do when the plane goes up and down? You laugh. So when the plane goes up, it's kind of like a roller coaster. We go, woo! And then when it goes down, we go, ah! Let's actually try it with the A sound, because we use a lot of sounds, A, E, I, O, U, in universal laughter language. So we'll go, ready? And we'll start with A. A. Woo! We'll do 2 more. A. And A. Good job. So ho, ho, ha, 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 ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. And very good. Very good. Yay. And very good. Very good. Yay. Good job. Okay, so now we're going to start to feel Hawaii. We get off the plane finally, and we're greeted with beautiful waves. But we have all kinds of laughter greetings. And in Hawaii, the aloha goes like this. Aloha. Or knees or whatever you feel like tapping. Okay, let's try it this way because I'm coughing from my allergy today. So let's do so. Hello. Two more. Hello. Hello. Good job. So ho, ho, ha, ha, ho, ho, ha, ha. And very good.
Very good.
Yay.
Yay.
And
Very good. Very good.
Yay.
Yay.
Okay. And we're finally at our beautiful resort. And we're gonna do surprise laughter because when we opened the door, we found out they upgraded us to a room that they did not charge us for. And it's a beautiful room with a sliding door and a shower that looks out onto a beautiful garden and terry cloth bathrobes and a bowl of fruit, papayas and mangoes and Kona coffee. It's really nice. We don't expect it. So we go in the door and we put the key in. We go, and we open the door, and we look at the room and we're like, ah! How did this happen to me? Okay, so surprise laughter. Ready, go. And again, and last one. So ho, ho, ha, ha, and very good, very good,
Very good. Yay.
and very
Very
good,
good. Very good.
Yay.
Yay.
Let's take a little butterfly breath in and out and in and out. And if you feel like getting out of your chair, we can stand up for this next one. Move mine out of the way. Okay, so for this next one, we're going to start out with some laughter sunblock before we go outside. The ocean's right outside our sliding door, but we're going to have to do a little sunblock. So we're going to squeeze it out. And then every place we put it, it makes us giggle. It's kind of like laughter cream, but it's laughter. Okay, and don't forget all your whole body that's going to be in the sun. So ready and go. Good job. Good job. All right, so ho, ho, very good. Very good.
Yay.
Very good. Good job. Now we are so excited to go out that sliding door to the ocean that we get halfway there and we remember that we forgot our flip-flops and the sand is really hot. So hot sand laughter, you're going to move around it, whatever your space is. You can do it in place or move around. Your feet, every time they touch the ground, you're going to go, ah! Okay, so ready for hot sand laughter. We're going to open the sliding door and we're going to run out. And we're finally getting to the edge of the water. We just couldn't get the waves on our feet. And let's just sit down on the wall, sit down on the sand or the beach chair that's right there. Let's just giggle as we cool off our feet. Oh, good. Oh, that feels so good. And as we're looking off in the horizon and just cooling off our feet, we see Two beautiful dolphins. Let's make it two. And they are laughing and giggling and looking right at us. So we're going to do, I'll show you how this one goes. This is going to be dolphin laughter. And you got to get your craziest dolphin laugh ready here. So the first one's going to swim toward us with that. And when he gets close, we're going to laugh with him. And it's going to be three laughs. It's going to be like, then he's going to swim away. One's going to come and we're going to repeat that, and then they'll both swim away. And if you can get your dolphin head going, that's even better. Okay, so here we go. Here comes the first one. Ready, go. Like, and here comes the second one. Okay, and they both swim away. Good job. So, ho, 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 ha, 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 ho, ho, ha, 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 and very good, very good.
Yay.
And very good,
Very good.
Yay.
Yay.
Take a little breath in, and a little breath out. Good. So we're going to do a little bit of body surfing, and that's going to be kind of like roller coaster laughter. So we're out in the ocean. We got a few friends with us, and when the waves take us up, we go, hey, and when they take us down, we try to stay together and go, ho, 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 ho. So it's kind of like forward and back. So let's try that. Ready, go. Hey, 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 we broke the chain of drifting. So now you use your best giggle, laughter, swim to get back to shore. It might be this way, whatever. So, and very good, very good. Yay! And very good. Yay! All right, and we're going to have a luau. We're very excited, but we think we better go home and have a shower, get all the sand off, and get our little paru or little sarong on. So we are going to have a little laughter shower in our beautiful, beautiful bathroom that has recycled water, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. There's plumeria and orchids and everything just that we see while we're in the shower. And so we're going to start off by putting a little of that recycled water. I'll tell you how it goes. It's going to be, we're going to let some water go over us. Then we're going to squeeze out some lovely plumeria shampoo, and we're going to enjoy that. Then we're going to get the nice bar of orchid soap, and we're going to soap ourselves all over, and then we're going to laughter rinse. And then we're going to towel dry in that luxurious terry cloth bathroom that we have. Okay, so ready, and here comes the water. Woo! A bit of shampoo. Get our bathrobe.
Very good.
Yay.
Yay.
And very good.
Very
Very
good. Very good.
Yay.
Yay.
But keep your bathrobe on because we decided we just check and see if we got a bad sunburn. So we're gonna open our bathrobes in front of the mirror and go in and go, is that me? And it's gonna be like, woo! Because whatever me is, we're good with that. And we're in Hawaii, right? Here we go. So ready? We're gonna kind of like go to the mirror and go, ooh. So ho, and very good, very good.
Yay.
And very good,
Very good. Very good.
Yay. Oh, a little breath in. And a little breath out. Good job, everyone. Woo. Breath in. Woo. And breath out. Okay, so we'll get our sarong on. Let's see. We're going to do a little sarong. So we're going to get our sarong. We're going to try and figure it out like, and then we're going to get it around us. So we're going to do a couple of moves. And then once we get it on, we'll do a little giggle hula. All right, so ready? We're going to stretch it out. Okay, good. All right. Okay, we'll put our shirt on. Oh, and we're ready to go. So ho, ha, ha, ho, ha, and very good.
Very good.
Yay.
Yay.
And very good.
Very good.
Yay. All right, so we get to the luau and we get to do our aloha again as we get some beautiful orchid lace. So we'll do aloha. 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 Good. So ho, ha, ha, ho, ha, ha, and very good. Very good. Very good. So our first thing we get offered, and we do non-alcoholic laughter drinks. So we're gonna have a lovely fruit drink with orange and mango and pineapple. We're not gonna have the umbrella in it because we're gonna be chugging it. So when we do laughter beverage, we mix it up 3 times with that A sound. We do A, and then we chug it with a laugh. So we're gonna do that 3 times with our laughter fruit beverage. Ready and go. A, and A. And last one, A. So ho, ha, 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 and very good.
Very good.
Yay.
Yay.
Oh, and we're so excited about the luau because the lau and the cow has all been cooking underground and it looks so delicious. And we get our plate and it's so hot that we have to do hot food laughter. And hot food laughter is a little messy because we just take a bite and we go, eh, okay, so we're gonna try that one 2 times. Ready and go. Okay, one more. Ready, go. So ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. And very good, very good.
Very good.
Yay. Very good,
Very
very
good.
good.
Very
Yay.
Yay.
Oh my, and we've just spit out all that fish on the ground, and we see that there's a bunch of cats in the palm trees that are probably going to eat it, but we're just feeling a little naughty, and we're going to just pick up that food we spilled all over and have a naughty little food fight, a luau food fight. So every time you pick up some fish or whatever you spilled and throw it at someone, you laugh, and every time it lands on you, laugh. And if it's cool enough to lick off, that's okay too. Whatever. Okay, so ready? We're going to start on go. Go! Oh, okay, so ho, ho, ha, 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 ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. And very good, very good.
Very good.
Yay. Very good, very good. Yay.
Yay.
But those cats are gonna come down and just eat that food. We cooled it off for them. So this one's based on a lion pose, a real yogic pose, but it's a good one for stretching out our facial muscles and exercising our jaw. If you have TMJ or any jaw issues, don't stretch beyond your limits. But we're going to be like cats, and we're gonna meow up the palm tree 3 times. Meow, or 4 times. Meow, meow, meow. And when we do that, we want our eyes wide open and our mouth as much exercise as we can give our jaw comfortably. So it'll be meow, 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 meow. And as they slide down the tree to go get the fish, they're just going to do a happy. They're going to do that one 3 times. And remember that laughter is a good facial exercise. We got lots of muscles there we need to use. And you always look 10 years younger when you're laughing, at least. Okay, so ready and go. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Last one. Meow, 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 meow. So ho, ho, ha, 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 ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. And very good, very good.
Very good.
Yay. Very good, very good. Yay. Oh, we're just going to do 2 more before we go into our giggle meditation. So the hosts of the luau are very polite, and they come out and they see there's food and cats all over, and they're like, whoa, what has been going on here? So this is like, I got you, I got you laughter. So it's going to be like, I remember my grandma would go, whoa, it's playful, but it's like, I know there's something going on here. So, ready and go. Woo! We're gonna look at each other in the eyes and make eye contact. So ho, ho, ha, 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 ho, ho, ha, 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 and very good.
Very good. Very good.
Yay.
Very good. Very good.
Yay.
Yay.
Oh, take a little breath in and a little breath out. Little breath in, little breath out. So after you do something offensive, forgiveness laughter is always a good one. And I think we might have done that last week. Forgiveness laughter is just like gesturing, like, I'm sorry. And then after we'll do one of those, and then the other one will give back the forgiveness, and like, I get it, it's okay. It's a really good diffuser. When you laugh and ask for forgiveness, it's hard for someone to stay mad at you. So let's try that. Let's breath in and go. Forgiveness. Good job. So,
Oh.
ha,
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 ha, ho, ho,
ho,
ha, ha.
ha, ha.
And very
Very
good,
good,
very good.
very good.
Yeah.
Yay.
And very
Very
good,
good,
very
very
good.
good.
Yeah.
Yay.
So I want you to take a few good breaths as I set my timer because we're going to try to do 2 minutes of our giggle meditation. So just take some nice good in through your nose, out through your mouth. Get your breathing a little bit back to normal. And I'm going to set my timer and see if we can get through 2 minutes of giggling. But we're going to start with silent laughter, which is easier to start with. So keep doing a couple of breaths. Timer, where'd you go? And we'll get our timer for 2 minutes. Okay. So when we do our laughter meditation, those of us who are on the screen, it really works better to hear other people laughing and to see their faces. So those of you who have your faces, I will be looking at you. Let's look at each other. We're going to start off for as long as you're comfortable with silent laughter. Silent laughter is fun because it makes you use your whole body. We're not going to make any noise out of our mouth at first, but we're going to laugh with our body. So it's like, oh, I can't make any noise. And as you feel like you start to make noise, because eventually you will, or you want to make noise, then you can turn it into regular laughter. So you can do this at your own pace. And again, if it's too much, you can stop and watch us, take a breath. And let's see how we do. And this is where we really get the connectedness when we have a lot of other people. We get the contagious part of laughter, and it's going to get us ready for our meditation and our total body relaxing. So here we go. We're going to start with silent. Ready, go. A little bit of laugh comes out. Oh, we're halfway there. He let out his mud. Almost done. Oh, we're in the home stretch. Woo! Good job. Good job. Take a breath in and let it out. Woo! And now it's really good. Ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. Ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. And very good.
Very good, very good.
Yeah. And very good.
Very good, very good. Yay.
Oh, good job. So we're going to take a couple of, while I'm talking, you can take a couple more deep breaths in and out. Because that was 2 minutes of laughter is a workout. That's why I say 15 minutes. When we say 15 minutes, we just mean using our diaphragm. That can be singing, and that can be doing ho, ho, ha, ha to your favorite music and dancing. So we're going to put on a little, I think it's a toad song in Hawaiian, so that we don't confuse our left brain. And we're going to do a little winding down dance to that. Because when we laugh, it's very cathartic, and we've let our, we've let a lot out through our parasympathetic nervous system. And usually we feel great, but sometimes we've been holding things back. And when those things come out, Sometimes we feel a little mixed feelings, and that's okay. We just want to acknowledge it, but also moving and dancing it out and grounding ourselves helps us accept it. It helps us, the four elements of joy are really laughter, song, dance, and play. So we like to incorporate. And in class, when we're on Zoom, we don't get to dance enough. So I encourage you, if you want to practice, just do ho ho ha ha to your favorite music, for 5-10 minutes, and work your diaphragm, and that's great. It doesn't have, you can make yourself laugh, but you can also just make yourself breathe to something that feels good. So we're going to do our grounding. For those of you who weren't with us last week, it's just two, ho ho and ha ha, and we can put a little hip movement into it and make it a dance, and especially with the Hawaiian music. And you can say the ho ho ha ha to yourself, or you can say it, but we're just going to be basically ho. And it's a nice little Hawaiian music, so you can move your hips, you can go around, just let it out, and enjoy the winding down part. So I'm going to get my music back on here without losing it. And this is Toad Song. Starts with toads.
E koni koni anai ke ki o haile po me ka leo hea hea I ka ipo Hoka hoku imo imo ka le nili polipo ke kukui e hoi te mai nei He mana o lana konai ka hopa nipo nipo me ka ipo ho heno heno ana Lali lali ka ili pupu mage kua o ma ona He ka kaliwa le konai ka lohe ia ku ka na mele o ke au moi Au me ume ia ka hiho a kiki ko ele ka leo mi kololo hua Mai kino hilo a mai ai ke ia po ua lohe mau ia kana mele Mana ki o vaile po na ina like o le ai ki awa ne ia nei Ma wahu I ki aku o ka lumi moe o ui ke kulu kulu o ke au moe Ha ina ka puana no ka makapu upu I pili hala o le te aloha Kino hilo a mai ai ke ia po alohe mau ia kana mele Mana ki o vaile po na ina like o le ai ki o ne ia nei Ma waho I ki aku o ka lumi moe o ui ke kulu kulu o ke au moe Ha ina ka puana no ka makapu upu I pili hala o le te alo
Good job. Good job. I want to cut that off a little so we have time to do our nice total body relaxing. So let's take a nice deep breath again. And let it out. And another one. And let it out. Good. And now we're going to just imagine that we're in a restful place. Maybe we're still on the beach, on our patio. Let's just try that and just place our feet on the sand, on the ground where we derive strength and focus, and just sit comfortably in your chair. Sit back, relax your back, wherever you are sitting, and just start to feel nice, beautiful waves of relaxation through your body. Start with awareness to your toes, the bottoms of your feet, and bring that feeling up to your ankles and be aware of how they feel. Are they tingly from exercise? Are they warm? Achy, but just try to bathe them with the beautiful. Imagine we're just sitting in the moonlight and just bathe our body in the relaxing moonlight and let it carry up to your legs, to your calves and your knees, all the way to your thighs and your hips and your buttocks. And sink down into your chair like you're sitting on a soft marshmallow, and let your hips, let your spine and your back just relax and sink down. Let your belly and all the organs in your belly and your chest that we've been massaging just soften and relax. And be aware of how all that feels as you move through your body. Be aware of your shoulders and let them drop. And let your forearms soften as you scan down to your elbows and your wrists, your fingers, your hands. And now imagine that your legs and arms are just so relaxed. They're just like little streamers blowing in the breeze, in the moonlight, just soft and relaxed, moving any way the wind blows. And relax your neck if you can. Be aware of any tension you still have there, and just see if you can soften that. As we move on to our throat, which has been very busy laughing and chanting. So see if you can soften your throat, soften your jaw and your teeth, soften your lips and your nose, your eyes, your cheeks, your eyebrows, the lines across your forehead. Just soften everything. And whoo, as you do that, move to the very top of your head and imagine that there is an imaginary zipper at the top of your head. And we're going to just unzip that right now and just let all our thoughts flow up into the beautiful sky. Just send them right up to that beautiful moon. And as we do that, we send all our thoughts up. Let's just remember that right now, what it feels like to have our mind and our body relaxed at the same time through laughter. And know that we can do that anytime just by breathing and laughing. So enjoy. I'm going to give you some silence to enjoy just what it feels like to have your body and your mind relaxed with no place to be, no place you have to go, nothing to worry about in the past or the future. Just focus on your breath and breathing in the present. And we'll have a little bit of silence. And if your thoughts wander, that's fine. There's no right or wrong way. Just be aware of your thoughts. And if you can focus just on your breath, that's fine. But if not, just breathe. And we'll spend a couple of minutes. And while you still have your eyes closed, we're going to do a little loving kindness meditation. So imagine that all the laughter that we've experienced today is just a little light shining in your heart. And imagine that you're in a room with all the people you love. And also lots of people you know, don't know that well. And even people who are challenging in your life. And imagine that the whole world is sitting in that room with all those people. And we want to open our hearts and shine our laughter ember to everyone in the world. And as we do that, and imagine them all sitting in front of us, reach to your heart and say with your whole heart, may you be safe from inner and outer harm. May you be free from guilt, shame, and hatred. May you enjoy physical and mental well-being. May you live with an ease of an open heart. May you be awakened to your true nature, which is an inexhaustible source of love, compassion, and wisdom. And let's open our eyes and start to wake up our feet and our ankles and our legs and scoot back in our chair and roll our shoulders and wake up our arms and our neck and our face and our jaw. And finally, we have to zip our thoughts back up into our brain. And I hope that this has been an experience to let you feel how easy it is to relax and get some total body relaxation and even some meditation and a lot of stress release and a lot of compassion and joy just by laughing. So I encourage you to invite friends. I'm so glad to see people back, and I hope our class will get bigger. If you have any questions, I do custom trainings right now because of COVID. So if any department's interested, you can always contact me. But practice, even if it's just dancing and haha, practice your breathing, practice when you can. Try to make it a practice because we can change anything in 30 days. So if you can practice a little bit each day, we got another trying year ahead. Hopefully it's a little easier, but laughter really helps. So ha ha ha, namaste, everybody. Thank you so much for coming. Bring friends. And don't be afraid to be a Zoom ghost and try it that way. That's totally fine. Enjoyed having your presence here, everyone. Thank you so much. Thanks, Janelle.